A red iPhone? What? Maddie, are you excited about this? This is big news. Big news. Yeah. So the red iPhone has actually been rumored for quite a while, and I don't know if anybody really thought if it was ever actually gonna happen, because that's what happens with rumors. But it's here. Yesterday it was announced that the red iPhone is a thing, and it's going on sale this Friday at 8:01 a.m. I've been getting so many messages and tweets and texts. I woke up yesterday morning, the day of the announcement, and it was just screenshots of the Apple website. Hey, did you see this? Are you gonna get one? What do you think? I absolutely love the red product line because not only do they look really freaking cool, but it's also for a really good cause. So props to Apple for doing this. They've been doing it for quite a while. And this iPhone actually looks a lot like the red iPod that they had a while back. Here's the iPod Nano. Looks pretty good. And you know, they're going for that similar theme. A lot of the criticism was that it didn't have a black front. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I am a huge fan of the black front phones. And that's one of my biggest complaints on the colored phones is the white around the edges. I like having a completely flushed phone, seamless and beautiful, which is why I decided to go with the jet black phone. I mean, this phone will look so good with an all black front, but it makes sense because it's kind of in their product line of this is how they've been doing things for quite a while. I hope this is a joke. That didn't actually ever happen, right? A special one of a kind collector's piece. Thank God. I'm sure you guys are all subscribed to MKBHD because he actually had a red iPhone in his hands, did an official unboxing already, and it looks really, really good. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description. And my question to you guys is, do I get it? I mean, it looks really, really good. The thing is, most people who are gonna get a 7 Plus have probably already got their 7 Plus. So this is something I feel like if people have held out for the newer phone that aren't quite ready to upgrade to the next version that will be coming out after this, and I feel like that's probably the market that this is for, or people who just really, really like red. But this is the thing too, I can't not have a case on my phone because I am completely reckless, as you guys have seen in the past. So really, unless you have a red case on it, no one's even gonna know that you have a red phone because the front of it, it's a little silver button. They did that, I know, on the gold phone because I had that one for quite a while. The ring around the Touch ID button, it matched the phone. So man, that would have been so cool. And if you don't want to buy an entirely new phone, you can just get a red case and still have that same feel. They've also got the smart battery case for the iPhone 7, so if you do have one of these smaller phones, there you go, that's for you. I'm surprised that they haven't made the larger version of this. Got the red Apple Watch Sports, and that looks so good. I bet that would look so good on, oh, I'm not wearing my watch, it's charging currently. That would look so good with the ceramic face. We'll just skip over the Beats because those look not like something I'm into. So in case you don't want to buy an entirely new phone, you can get an iPod Shuffle. I didn't even know that they were still selling those. I loved the iPod Nano. I thought it was just so cool. And we've got some red cases for your iPad. Let's take a peek at the models and pricing and see how much these things are gonna run us. So if you buy it without a carrier, you've got a 128 and a 256, so the 256 is $969, and I would definitely recommend getting Apple Care because mistakes were made and I did not get it, and I've shattered my phone way too much. So an iPhone 7 without a carrier, $849. That's not even that much less than the 7 Plus. Now that's silly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it looks good. So Apple's press release here, we've got the iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus, and then they also announced a new 9.7-inch iPad. This is interesting. Apple's quiet iPad launch proves no one cares about tablets. The iPad franchise has gone from headlining marquee Apple events to showing up in a quiet announcement via a press release. Well, here's the problem. I mean, I feel like there are so many tablet options now that it's really hard to cut through that market and be sort of something that is standout. iPad definitely started it all. They really pushed that tablet market into what it is today, and now it's time for something else. The iPhone 7 Plus is so huge that most people that probably would be using an iPad and have an iPhone 7 Plus, there really is no point in having the iPad as well. And now with the Nintendo Switch, it's just another thing to carry. I have a scratch. Oh no! The last time an iPad felt truly special was back in 2011 when Steve Jobs came back from medical leave to unveil the iPad 2. And again, before competitors flooded market with cheaper tablets. And with things like the Microsoft Surface, I mean, you're getting an entire computer and also a tablet all sort of in one. And I still feel like the iPad does not have a full working operating system. It still is iOS. That's a problem. I'm not going to be able to make that iPad Pro into a full working computer because it's not. Even though Apple is pushing that agenda. For most people who are doing normal everyday things, yeah, you can completely get away with it. But for people who aren't doing things like that, like the professional market line, it's not gonna work. So this is pretty interesting too. Apple also announced a Clips video app. I'm excited to see how this goes. Apple has tried to become social in the past with, I think it was like iTunes Connect or something. Do you guys remember that? Hey, I'm editing this video right now and I remembered what it was called. It was iTunes Ping. Does anybody remember that? I think it was like 2012, I want to say 2011, 2012. I just remember adding friends and I was so excited for like 2 days and then just didn't ever touch it again. So you can't really technically compare it to Snapchat or Instagram. It's basically its own standalone app. So it's kind of like those things that you see on Facebook, like the flat down cooking videos, people always adding cool subtitles and kind of making it sort of an interactive thing because a lot of those videos, they don't usually have audio at first, so you have to turn those on, which is why subtitles and things like that are very, very important. Supposedly, this will add live titling. We all know how the YouTube subtitles work. Not always that accurate, so I'm hoping that this is definitely a little bit better than that. Capture a moment, hold to record, say it and see it. Live titles lets you easily create animated captions just by talking as you record. Man, I hope it works. I hope it works. Pick a filter, drop in an emoji. I want to see more coming soon, but when? We need to know when. So here we go. Okay, you're making a little clip. We're here, moving day. It looks pretty cool, and I have high hopes because honestly, you know, Apple, when they do things right, they do things right. It's just crazy how things that when I first started making videos and editing and graphic design an extremely long time ago, I was probably in like 6th grade when I started trying to figure out how to use Macromedia Fireworks. Does anybody remember? Oh my goodness. Again, I only had 30-day free trials, so I'd have to format my computer every 30 days because I didn't know how to, you know, hack it so that I could, I was at that time, I was like 10 and things were not like they are now at all. So I just thought that's what I had to do. And I didn't have a job. I was a child and my mom was not going to be paying thousands and thousands of dollars for software because that's just crazy. It was hard enough to convince her that for my birthday, I wanted RAM. Obviously things have changed significantly and I love right now. Right now is such an incredible time for technology. I know a lot of you guys are probably the age that I was when I probably first was getting into coding. I was in 6th grade. I don't even know how old you are in 6th grade, maybe like 11 or 12. And the first time that I figured out how a website was made, I was at Nintendo.com. I went to view source and my eyes of wonderment when this page of text was just before me. So I would take some of that text from other websites and I would take it into one of those free website hosting things where you could sort of just drop in HTML and then see what it looks like, and there's ads everywhere. So I was like copying and pasting code from other websites, just trying to see how it worked. And now you don't have to really do any of that, which is kind of crazy. But I'm super excited for you guys and the future and everything awesome that you guys are going to get to experience because it's gonna be so cool. And I guess to bring this whole video to a close, of course I always ramble when I do these types of videos. Let's see, what was I even talking about? The red iPhone? I'm also searching for Zelda recipes because I'm going to be, spoiler, hello, making some Zelda food. If you guys have been playing Zelda, let me know if there's any recipes that you would like me to make. Keep it simple. I'm probably thinking more along the lines of like a meat and mushroom skewers. Sidetracked. So yeah, iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus in red. I have a video coming out next week with my new friend, Sarah Dici. She's so cool, and we did sort of an iPhone 8 wish list. So that'll be out next week, and this was all before this whole red iPhone kind of came out, so we definitely don't make any mention to that for good reason, because it didn't happen yet. Apple Park opens to employees in April. Let me check this out. Am I an employee? No. Will I ever be? No. Can I get a visitation? Can I have visitation rights? Probably not, but please. And just to reiterate, I don't work for them. They've never paid me. They've never told me to say anything that I'm saying. I am just a true fan. Much love. Now I'm gonna edit this video so I can go play Zelda. Bye. The centerpiece of the party is the Switch. Show your Switch. Joy, hey, show your Switch.
It's in here.
Ooh.
It's all set in
Ed.
flame colors.
Jeff.
Switch.